Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We are back to Visual Basic 2012 tutorial. For today's class, we'll be looking at some controls in Visual Basic and how to open a new form in Visual Basic. Okay, so I open my existing solution, which is an application already opened here. In this project, I want to look at the icon of my application. By default, this is the icon of the application that will come by default. So I want to add my own icon, change that existing icon and put my own icon. Before I do that, I will minimize this project. I have to go and copy the icon into my directory folder. I always like that to be inside my directory folder, such that all resources that I need will be inside the directory folder. I click on these two icons that I have here. I cut them, Ctrl X to cut, take it to the root folder of my application. Yeah, I click create a folder, name it icons. Yes, and I paste it, Ctrl V, right inside there. Yes, so I go back to my application right here. So I click on the form, the title bar of my form, go to the properties, scroll down to icon. Inside the icon, I click here. It brings out a dialog box to search for my icon folder. Yes, so you can click on any one. I prefer to have this and I say open. Now you can look at my application. The icon has been changed as you have it there. Now I want to add a new form to my application. Currently, if you come to the Solution Explorer on the right hand side here, you see that I only have one form, and the form is a FRM wage calculator.vb, which is the extension name for the form. So I want to add a new form. I'll come to the name right in the Explorer, Solution Explorer, the name of my project, which is wage calculator, as you can see it here. I'll right click on it. I'll go to add from the pop-up menu, drop down list. I'll come down to forms, Windows form. Windows form, I click on it, it brings out a dialog box. I click on Windows form here, and you can name it right here. You can change the name right here, but I won't change because I want to show you another way of doing that. I say add. So if you come back to the Solution Explorer, you see that VB has added form1.vb to my application. So I want to rename this form. I'll right click on that form which I've just added, and from the list brought out, I have rename. I click on it and it tells me to rename it. I will call it a FRM. Of course, that's the prefix. I say FRM pictures. I say enter. That has been renamed. Of course, click on my form that I have here. I will come down here inside the property, come to the property test, and I will give it I say picture display. Okay, and that will affect change. If I press enter to change this title from 1 to picture display. Yes, that is it. I want to change the icon. I go up to icon right here. I come here. I need this icon, stop icon. That's what I want, and I say save all. From what I have there, I will enlarge this way. Enlarge it this way. Alright, so I want to resize it that way. Next I will do is I'll go to my toolbox that I have here. Inside the toolbox, I will look for the picture box control. This is a picture box control. Double click on it. I need 2 of it. There, I've double clicked there. Here they are. I drag this one down here. Drag it down here. I want it to be this way. Drag it here. Open this way. Similarly, I will drag this one open this way too. Make it this way, right? And drag it open this way. Okay, I'll make it this way. All right, so I will select the first picture control. Inside this picture control, well, you could as well come down to the property and rename it. But then, for now, at this stage, you may not bother to do that. Oh, sorry. You may not bother to do that. Now, observe on this picture control, there is this arrow at the top right corner. Click on the arrow. It brings out a drop-down menu. There are three things we can do here. We can choose image, size mode, dock, and parent container. Let's choose image first. I'll choose image here. Now you are already used to it. Since my picture, I already have my picture or images right inside my root directory. So I'll use project resource file, come to import, and I back it to go to my images, and I bring this in. Again, I import another one. I say this one. Yes, they are there. I want to say that I want to, okay, I'll pick this first and say, okay. So it will show it right here. Now, I'll come back to the arrow at the top right corner, and I'll say size mode. To size mode, I'll say stretch image. To use to maximize the whole dimension of the picture into the dimension of the image or the picture box that I have, right? However, if I click on dock and parent container, it will fill the whole window this way. So I will undock it. That's not what I want. This is what I want. This way. And then I say, okay. I'll come to the second control box too, as I have it here. I will come down here, choose an image. I want thank you. Yes. This way. And I come to size mode. I say sketch image. Now, I want the two images to be of the same size. I will select the first picture box, which is called the reference control. I will hold down my control key and select the second control, picture box control. I'll now go to format. I'll come to make same size, and I will say both. If I say both, take note, the second picture, the second control, which says, which has a picture or image that says forever thank you, will be resized to the dimension of the first picture box control that I selected, which is the reference control. So I click on OK. You see, it has been resized that way. Cool. Let me repeat that. I Ctrl Z to undo. Now, this time around, I'll select the bigger control, picture box control. That is the one with bigger dimension. I hold down my control key and select this second one. So I go to format. I say make same size. I say both. You see that the second one will automatically be resized to the dimension of the reference control, which was the first control I selected. So take note of that. So I resize this window to be this way and to be this way. Right? Okay, now before I go ahead, I will say save all. I'll say save all. Then I want to bring out my control, the button control. I've double click it, it has appeared there. I come down here, right? Or at the center, I drag it this way, right? And I come, I say BTN exit 2. That'll be the name. And I come to the test, there I say exit this application. Enter. That's what it will show. Let me resize this so it becomes more friendly, you know. Drag it down this way. Okay, so we'll go to the font property, come here, browse, make it bold, make it 12, say okay. I put it this way, drag it a bit this way, drag to the center. So save all. Now to run this application, if I run this application, I click on run. When my application comes up, good. This is my application. Now, this application, so far so good, I can only perform wage calculation here and exit the application. I want a means at which I can call for the second form to come up. So that will take me back to the application. Click on exit to exit the application there. So I will come down here to my parent, to the wage calculator form, select it. If I select that, I go to the Windows state, I tell it to maximize. Yes, I want it to be in maximized format by the time it comes up. And I will just, or what I'm going to do is just resize this one this way, right? Come up with a button, control, I will select this, Control C, Control V, duplicate that, come down here, adjust my window a bit, right, just a bit, and put it this way. Oh, I'll drag it down a bit. Correct. Here, I select that button, go to this. I want to program this button so that once I click on it, it will load, bring forward the second form, which is the FRM picture. That's my aim. So I will call this one BTN load picture. Right? Oh, load picture. That isn't so. Oh, sorry for that. Load picture. Yeah, browse down. I browse down. I go to my test. Yeah, that my test. What should be this picture? Enter. It should be taken to double line there by default. All right. So I want to script this now. Let me save all first. So to script this, I double click on the button that shows load picture. You record the name is BTN load picture. So I double click on it to load the second form, which is FRM picture. I will say FRM. Of course, you must take note to ensure that this is the name. It is inside this procedure you are typing your program. So I go back. FRM picture. You see this comes out, and I say dot show this way, or click aside. Okay, so that actually automatically, that is the command for loading a new picture or a new form into the existing form. See how it goes. Here, I call for the name of the form and I say dot show. So it will show it up. That's how it will show it up. All right. So now I will come back to my FRM pictures that I have here. I want to script this application, this button to exit only this picture display form. I will double click on it, and just the way we did earlier, we say me dot close. Say enter. That goes that way. All right. So let's run our application and see how our application will run. Okay. I say start.